Hi guys, this is Let's Talk Skincare Part 2. I was looking at my videos and I realized that the skincare Part 1 really needed a Part 2. I feel like that skincare, there's so much in my mind about skincare that I thought it would be really good to bring you guys into my bathroom and just do the thing, just so that I could talk you through it and my experiences and my thoughts. The first thing is kind of bad news for me anyways, is that I was so excited about this this glow tonic, the Pixie Glow Tonic, and it's a toner, and I realized that I broke out, not just to the toner, but also the reason why I think it's like a toner issue is because I tried the Claire's toner, which toners all have alcohol in them, and I realized that my skin is just way too sensitive for toners at this point. I think it's also just my age, and just experimenting with toners. I haven't done that in a while, I feel like, and I forgot why. You know, I had taken toners off the list, and now I remember. But I thought that it would kind of add to my hydration, but for my skin, it did not add. It actually, you know, it initially did, and then it kind of, you know, eventually like stripped away. So that was my takeaway from that, is that no toners. And I think like with skincare, you guys, not one size fits all, you know, like just because, you know, I was so eager for the Pixie Glow Tonic to work because I just checked it out this morning. There's like at least 2,200 5-star reviews on Target. Now, whether they're like real reviews, I don't know, you know, because they have bots now and stuff. I was just so excited for it to work because it's only $15 as well. And like the principle of it is basically exfoliation, you know, and I think as you get, well, not I think, but this is a fact. As you get older, the turnover of your skin gets a little slower. And so you need help, basically. And the idea of like the exfoliation just being in one swipe of a toner sounded really appealing to me. But then I realized, no, it's too much. It's too much for my skin. You know, what might work for other people's skin, it's just way too much for mine. So I'm like looking down because I took notes and I really want to make this video helpful. Last night, I realized I had not only did I break out from the toner, the Claire's toner, but I realized that it was like fighting me. And I have cirrhosis. I went to a dermatologist and I found that out. They actually like took a sample of my skin where the cirrhosis was and then sent it off to a lab. I know that's probably like normal for you guys who have cirrhosis, but I wasn't prepared for that. I went into my appointment and then straight away she was like, we're going to take a sample of your skin, you know, with a scalpel. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I was diagnosed with having cirrhosis and eczema, which I already know. I've had that since I was a child. So I think, you know, just the fact that I know I have cirrhosis, I have to be a little bit more cautious. It's funny because the dermatologist says that I have to like really take care of my stress levels and eating and, you know, in order for my skin to be good, because my skin is very reactive. And then the esthetician was like, oh, your skin is very strong and tough. So I mean, there's both sides to the coin, right? You know, like there's things that your skin can tolerate and there's things that your skin can't tolerate. And I feel like, you know, working in the industry for as long as I have, I've kind of experimented with so much, you know, including, you know, like all the like La Mer, SK2, all that kind of stuff. And, you know, there was one point I worked at a spa, and so I knew all about the microdermabrasion and just like the facial, the esthetician treatments, in addition to having my own cosmetology license. So I think, you know, the information that I've kind of gathered over the years is, it's like a mixture of like, it's like tailored towards me, but also like I figured out that just because you're paying a high-end price for it, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to work for you. I think it's the biggest thing is like just understanding your own skin, and like a lot of the times we don't have the luxury or the time to do that, you know, because we're not working in the field, and you know, we have other things in our lives besides like staring at our pores all day long, right? So hopefully I can, with this channel, I can help you guys a little bit on my insight. Now, I also noticed that I had a reaction to the toner, and like my skin was starting to like kind of have this like crocodile kind of super dry patches in certain places, and that's why my makeup was like catching on. So yesterday, like I did an emergency treatment of shaving my face, and you know, like I spoke of this before, and you know, technically it's called dermaplaning, and that's the like esthetician, dermatologist term for it. Basically, you're using like they're using like a razor that is using surgical steel and shaving your whole face so that you can rejuvenate your skin, get glowing skin underneath. Now, I feel like a lot of facial treatments, you know, like their focus is on exfoliation, especially Western, American treatments is a lot about exfoliation. So on that note, this is the Tinkle razor that I used before I went to bed last night, and I just shaved my whole face to get a really good physical exfoliation, and then I put like a really hydrating mask, this one here, Innisfree hydrating sleeping mask. Like nothing beats this for me. I've used so many things, so I piled on, like you could see it. I wish I took a picture. I piled on. If you Google slugging, this is kind of what people are doing right now. They're like piling on like a huge amount of product and then just like letting their skin soak that in. So I did that, and it worked, and although I'm like, you know, these breakouts here, you know, they were way worse like 2 days ago. I was covering it up with makeup, but now they've kind of flattened out. They're not as like raised after I exfoliated last night and hydrated, because the key is if you take, you must give back. Okay, so today I'm going to go through my skincare step. So this is kind of like a getting ready with me in the morning. And please excuse my dog and my husband in the background. They're gonna make some noise, and that's okay. So this is my cleanser here, the Klairs Rich Moist Foaming Cleanser. I'm going to actually put the links in the description box. I haven't been doing that because I feel like, I mean, you can Google it, but like just to make it easier for you guys, I will put that, and I'm gonna go ahead and start my routine now, right in front of you guys. So I usually put about that much in, and like I just make sure that I'm covering everything. And I always use just cold water. cold. Freezing cold right now. I find that the cold in the New York affects the tap water, so I don't know if that's a good thing, but it feels good. And also it's cold because you don't want to open your pores and have irritants creep in. Okay. My next step is, okay, I know I kind of like was lukewarm about this serum, but after I broke out and after like all my reactions to the like new skincare that I had, I think I will repurchase this Caudalie Vinoperfect Radiance Serum. Okay, and basically it's just like, for me, it's saying it's Radiance, but I guess it is, right? It's just not a like, I wanted it to be more hardcore, but you know, sometimes hardcore is too much. Okay, so like sometimes we need like a gentle technique for our skin, and just using, so I'm actually pretty generous with myself on that. And Caudalie is like a brand you can get on Sephora, on Amazon. I bought that particular one in Paris. Okay. So I think I've like really been into like massaging my skincare in lately, because I find that getting older, my skin tends to like react in a way where like I'll eat bad food for a few days and I start to notice that I'm getting really puffy. So the lymphatic drainage is not so great. My next step is the Nuxe Riche Multipurpose Nourishing Oil Face, Body and Hair. I know that there's like, you know, if you, I mean, I'm beginning to fall in love hard with this oil, because yesterday, like, not only did I put it on my face, I put it on my hands, and I put it at the ends of my hair, which is what you're supposed to, it's like face and body. And it, like, the cool thing is it's like in a like a spray kind of situation, and I like to just heat it up. This is like kind of what I've learned from the Lemur technique, but I feel like it wouldn't hurt, right, to kind of heat up the oil and then just put that in there. Oh, it feels great, actually. It feels really good. Okay, so let's like do a bit of facial massage, always going up. Like, I know your drainage, your lymphatic areas are around here. So you kind of want, and then they're supposed to drain down, because drain out of your body, right? But also we kind of want to move our muscles like that. Okay, and put the rest on my hands. Okay, usually this step, the next step is my Cica Balm from Innisfree. Now, this stuff is magical. It helps, it's basically anti-inflammatory. That's how I can describe it. It helps with breakouts, eczema, just general dry skin. I let my 10-year-old use it. She's like getting like pimples now. And then she uses this and it really helps her. So This is, like I said, it's by Innisfree and it's called the Cica Balm. And I just wish, like my only complaint about this is that it's such a small tube and this is all they got. But what's great about this balm as well, it goes so good under my makeup and I put it everywhere. I use it like on like itchy parts on my body. I mean, it's expensive if I'm gonna use it all over my body, but I just feel like, and I feel like you can't put enough. Although I feel like lately I'm a very dry, dehydrated person. It is winter here in New York City. Okay. My skin is really loving that. It feels like I need more. You don't have to go this crazy, but the feeling of it is so healing to me. Okay. My next step is sunscreen, sunscreen, sunscreen. You guys, I cannot stress to you enough how important it is to have a sunscreen every single day of your life, even in winter. You know, photo aging is no joke. You will have effects of, you know, things that happened to you when you were a child that will show up in your skin. And I'm a big believer in staying out of the sun, because once I started doing the laser facials, which the laser facials, what happens is it does take off like all that dead skin. And then I did microdermabrasion as well, as taking off the dead skin to reveal new skin. Once I started doing that and taking off basically, you know, I don't know, 20 odd years, maybe longer, of skin that hasn't been taken off, I was like committed to preserving the new skin that I had underneath. So I remember like I started doing the laser facials like when I went to Hawaii 2 years ago, and I was so committed to like trying not to get any exposure on my face, at least, because I had just done the laser facial. And I'm telling you, it worked wonders, 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 wonders. Like, it was like I came back, usually like when I come back from vacation, like my skin is pretty like dehydrated, but just like keeping out of the sun, that really made a huge difference. So sunscreen, guys. And like, I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, I don't want the chemical. You know, there's a lot of chemicals out in the world now, toxins that are attacking your body already. So if you've got a chemical that is protecting your body, I don't know, my policy is that maybe you should think about using it. Sounds political, right? But also I like to wear makeup, so it's hard for me to not to have one of those the zinc based sunscreens, because it's just too white. The cast is too white and it doesn't blend anything properly. So my favorite right now, as of now, is the Trader Joe's. It's a supermarket sunscreen, daily facial sunscreen in SPF 40. It's oil free, but even though it's oil free and fragrance free, water and sweat resistant, even though it's all of that, like I still feel like there's like a level of hydration in there. Okay, so my first step every day, today is like an errands kind of day, so I'm not gonna be super glam, but also I don't wanna run into anyone and look dehydrated or like I didn't wash my face. Basically, that's my policy on wearing makeup to the supermarket and regular places. So, Misha, BB cream. This stuff is gold, okay? You guys, it has hyaluronic acid, which is super hydrating, okay? Super hydrating. This is like the champion of all hydrating ingredients is hyaluronic acid. You know, like, you don't need to believe me. You just need to Google it if you don't believe me. There's also ceramides in this, in the Perfect Cover BB cream, which ceramides is an ingredient that helps create a barrier between your skin and also, I guess, the atmosphere. So like losing hydration, and also the barrier helps with free radicals, toxins in the air. Okay, and that the toxins and the free radicals is what is aging you too. So it's a mixture of toxins, free radicals, the weather, you know, that is kind of tearing your skin down. The ceramides is helping that. In addition to those two great ingredients, there's also an SPF of 42 in this, as well as rosemary and chamomile leaf extract to calm the skin. I don't know what else you need out of a foundation. I love this foundation so much. It only takes me one pump. As you can see, it's very well loved. Okay, and I like to just kind of map out where I'm gonna put. So you guys, even the feeling of this foundation, it's like, it feels so healing on my skin. Like it's like another treatment. And I'm all about the idea of your foundation, like your skin, like your face products working for you, not just making you look good, but also taking care of your skin. So I also love the finish of it, you know. I love the glow, you know. I know people are still committed to, like, some people are committed to like a matte look. I feel like we're not there anymore. We're not in that matte look era. We're in the kind of glow, let's be moisturized era, okay? Because, all right, my skin is singing right now. It's like, take care of me. Take care of me, okay? All right? It just looks like great skin to me, okay? And that's what you want. You want great skin, okay? The next step that I usually like to do is to contour. Guys, is my unpreparedness coming to me. I can't find my contour right now. So while we are waiting on me finding my contour, I just want to put it out there. I hope that you guys are learning something from me, and also would love to kind of see you guys on there commenting. Found it. Okay. So I'm using the Westman Atelier contour stick, and this one is in the color Biscuit. Because my skin is so warm, I like a very neutral contour. Okay, and the cool thing about this in the stick form is that it kind of gives you that precision already, and you kind of need that. So let's do that chin lift. There's like a bit of a chin lift there. Okay. I am using the Rihanna, the Fenty Beauty, which is Rihanna's brand, bronzing brush, which is like cut on an angle. I love this brush, it's my favorite. So do you see how like I've put it underneath it, and it sounds a bit crazy, but it creates the illusion that you're kind of sucked in, okay? It's like a natural chin lift. Okay, this brush is so nice, like, and it feels like I would still kind of do that a little bit, pinch that. Get that into your hairline right there. Okay. Get it into your hairline. Because what we're trying to do is create symmetry and the focus here in this T-zone. That's why this contouring technique is so popular, because it makes everybody look good. So my next thing, I'm gonna stick to my Il Maquillage. So I found out what this is called. It's I'm Flawless. It's the multi-use perfecting concealer. Okay, you can see I'm addicted to this stuff, man. Like, I have so many of the NARS concealers, and for the longest time I was like such an advocate, but this stuff I discovered during the pandemic, and this is my second bottle of it. It doesn't quit. It's like, well, let's put some here, maybe some here as well, just to kind of give me some definition. Now, obviously you're like, wow, it's taking a long time, right? But you know, when I'm doing my own stuff, I'm not talking to anyone, and I'm not that great right now at talking and getting ready at the same time. It's a little distracting. So please don't think that it's that dramatic. It's not that serious, you know? Like, all of this can happen in 10 minutes, technically. You see how that like just scooped me up on the side there? Okay. Next step is like we go from up to down, okay? So that I can't figure out. I think that the brow microfilling pen that is supposed to work for 24 hours, I think it did work. I think it really did work. I'm going to add a little bit more. Oh no, Momo is begging me. Just a little bit, and just like maybe cut across there a little bit, just to make it. Okay, I'm trying to do it at an angle where you can see me do it. Okay, kind of trying to create a lot of symmetry here, and then underneath. Very good. Okay, so we're just going to do some errands. It's not that serious. My favorite is the Naked palette. I've had this forever. And basically Snake Bite is my favorite color. As you can see, it's all gone. It's kind of a little heavy, right? Yeah, I did my makeup yesterday for Ella's, my daughter who's 10 years old, a parent-teacher interview. And I was like, right, we gotta go kind of more conservative, you know, we can't turn up like a glamazon. Even though it was only on like Zoom, I felt like I needed to like tone it down a little bit, because if I don't, I think people like don't take me seriously if I'm like, look like I'm gonna hit the club, you know? So I did this, and I think it's been a while since I've been to like a serious kind of take me seriously situation, because I looked at myself in the camera, in the Zoom camera, I was like, dude, I look like I'm going out. But unfortunately enough, Ella's teacher was super nice. Okay, it does look, okay, I don't know what I was thinking, but this does look kind of smoky. Well, we'll just be a little bit extra glam today. I think we can deal with that. Maybe we can like blend it out just a little bit. Maybe also what could help is we put a bit of we use the like highlighter to kind of make it a little bit more conservative. Okay, that did nothing. All right. I think maybe let's try to go with this to tone it down just a little. Okay, that's better. That is better. Okay, next step is I need to give myself, I guess, an eye lift. I feel like I can just, we need to wake up. So mascara will do that, and an eyelash curler and kind of wake you up. You know, this is the Chanel Chanel eyelash curler, and it's pretty good, but I feel like, you know, if you're buying it for like the brand, I wish it was like the black one they used to have, a black with the white writing, and then you can kind of be excited that it's a Chanel. In with my favorite mascara. Okay, you know, like I said, the idea of every day going to get stuff done, makeup, is just to look awake and moisturized. Okay, it doesn't have to, you don't have to be ultra glam, but it kind of feels nice when, you know, you look at least awake and moisturized. And just using the Hourglass Elephant. This is becoming my favorite. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the peach. Up here. This is a Target purchase right here, this one here. The Real Techniques brush in the 5-piece set. I'm so impressed with it. Like, not only does it apply makeup so well for like vegan, I feel like that's what we're going with now anyway, vegan brushes, but it also washes really well. And sometimes you don't get that, you know, sometimes you'll get like the cheap stuff. Not only will it not apply really well, but once you wash it, I mean, I guess that's like clothes, right? It just falls apart. But this comes in a 5-piece set and I'm super impressed with that. So now I'm looking more alert, awake. I'm using the BTS Amore Pacific Lip Sleeping Mask in Gummy Bear to moisturize. And then, oh, I wanted to use my favorite lip balm. Which is, today it is, right now my favorite is the About Face lip butters, they're called. Lip color butter in pamplemousse. And pamplemousse is grapefruit. Did you know that? I love grapefruit. So, this is the, it kind of reminds me of the old Stila lip glosses, but it comes out like that. And it smells amazing. Looks amazing. Feels amazing. So that's it. Thank you for getting ready with me. Bye.